Howdy web developers, this is CSI 252-60 or .60 or, well, it's web development with HTML and CSS. So, I'm a little late here. This is actually week 3's lecture, but we'll be talking about lists and tables. So, well, we'll talk about lists anyway. Let's take a look at some HTML. And I'm going to bring up this website here. This is the code for this website is in Moodle. It's as you can see, CSI 252-60 HTML web page templates 0004. So let's do lists and tables in HTML. And I guess we did do lists and tables. So my font may be a bit small here, but you have this file and you can kind of follow along as I talk about it. We've seen some lists and I think maybe even tables in the evolving web. Really well done, less than 2-hour intro to HTML and CSS. But let's just talk about lists again. We have unordered lists where you just have bullets, and that can be handy when you just want to list a bunch of things and don't care about the order. And these lists start and end with the unordered list tags, which are the UL tag and of course the /UL tag. And between those tags, you have the LI and /LI tags to identify individual list items. So you can see we have a bunch of list items. Then we have, you can nest a list within a list, so you can achieve sort of an outline kind of structure, if you like. And to do that, you first open a list item with LI, and you will close that list item down here. Remember, after you end this list, to close off your list item with a /LI. In between, you would then, after starting off with an LI, you would start off your nested table with a UL. Let's say we're nesting an unordered list. Then include your nested list items surrounded by LI and /LI. And then after your last nested list item in your nested list, put in the nested list end tag, which it's an unordered list, so it's just a /UL. And again, after you do that, make sure you close off that list item with a /LI tag. And so we'll take a look at this code. And let me go up here. We have the usual kind of thing. We have the HTML, we have the head and the end of the head, and we start the body. And we've got our big header 1 up here. And header 2 says unordered lists just have bullets. There's your header 2 right there. And then we describe our first unordered list. We have a title for it using header 2. And then we have the UL tag to start the list. And if I did this correctly, this list will end at the same indent level. As I've said, indent levels help you. So the /UL tag ends this list. And I have list items. If we look here, I have a list item. Start and end your unordered list with the Again, this is the way I escape the less than and greater than characters. With you have your li tag and your /li tag, and here's another one here. You've got another list item and another list item and another list item. This list item just starts a list item. You can also nest a list within a list. Then it opens up an unordered list. At least in this case, we're using an unordered list. And then it has list items that are inside the nested list. You could nest another list in there if you want. And then it ends the unordered list, and it ends the list item containing the unordered list. So you can imagine someone writing a detailed outline or something could nest in at several levels. But you certainly want to check, and that's where indenting helps you, is it gives you some visual corroboration of what your coding intention was. So now here's the end of our unordered list right here, and the next list we have, let's go look at it, is an ordered list. And we have an ordered list, and you can see it's numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's like 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, 4.4, and 4.5. So there's an ordered list nested inside of an ordered list. And then here in item number 5, we have an unordered list embedded within an ordered list. And you can do it the other way. You can embed an ordered list within an unordered list. So you can see here we have an ordered list, we have a nested ordered list, then we have we go back out to a list item at the first level, and then we have a nested unordered list, and we finally finish off with a list item. So looking at that ordered list, I'm here on about line 23 with a heading 2. It says ordered lists use numbers and suggest sequence or rank, and the OL tag starts an ordered list, and you can see where this ordered list ends because I actually try to do my embedding correctly, and I got a /OL down here. In the meantime, just visually you can see I've got a couple things that seem ordered here, although that wasn't Cricket. Now it is. You can see I've got 2 ordered lists in here. I'll make sure I update the copy on the Moodle site. So I have a list item, and it's not closed, it's left open. I embed a list in there, an ordered list. It contains, it starts with OL, it ends with /OL. It contains list items of its own with LI and /LI. And then finally, after I end the nested list with a /OL, I end this list item with a /LI. And obviously, like I said, you can nest ordered lists within unordered lists, and vice versa. Here we're doing the vice versa. We're embedding an unordered list within an ordered list. I'm finding all sorts of little typos here. Don't forget to finish off your ordered list with the /OL tag. and doesn't seem like a hard thing to do. And the next thing we'll look at tables. I'll just you don't see much here because the actual all I did is change some indenting, and I a couple of spelling or syntax typos there. So, unordered lists, ordered lists, and you can nest them, and that's great. Once you're in a list item, obviously, you can have, you could have all sorts of HTML structures in there. You can just have text. You can have, obviously, you can nest lists. You could put URLs or links, as we like to say, in there. You can even put pictures in a list. There's no reason why you can't. So let's take a first look at tables in HTML. Not surprisingly, tables start and end with the table and /table tags, respectively. Then you add table rows indicated by the TR and /tr tags. Still not quite right there. Let me fix up a couple of typos right here. In our second line it says, then you add table rows with the, should be the less than sign TR and /tr tags. So let me see how I've messed that up. Hopefully we fix that. And we did. Then you add table rows with the, there you go, TR and /tr. Let's say you want 3 columns in your table. Now we've got a nested list here, right? You would include 3 table header, end of table header items in your list, in your first TR/tr demarked row. So let's go look at what a mess I've made of this. You would include 3 LT. There we go. So in your first table row, so your table rows are the TR and /tr tags. You would include 3 TH and /th items in your first TR/tr demarked table row. Notice, so I've got a table that's actually embedded into the list here. Embedded, I guess you can say. And it has title. It has a name, guitarist, and there's names of guitarists down here. It has a main style, and there are names of main styles down here, and then what their signature guitar type was. So for this first line, I have the TR and /tr tags to demark that line, but inside I have the TH for table header tags because these are not table data items. Further down, if you look at the next bullet here, each TR/tr demarked table row after that three. Okay. Man, I am horrible. Must have been real late at night. Basically, the first row is demarked with TH/TH. So there's a TH guitarist/TH, th main style slash th signature guitar slash th, and we have that right in our first. Here's the start of our table right here. And our first table row starts with TR and ends with slash TR, and it has TH and slash TH items in it, because our first row is a row of headers. Every row after that are table data items, and so I have a TR and a slash TR, and inside of there I have table data, TD and slash TD. And then I have a number of other items in that table row. These are table data items, the TD slash TD delimited items. Okay, so as I go back out here, I'll fix this text a little bit, but you can see that there under the guitarist column, there's names of some guitarists there, and their main style, and there's a main style and the guitar. So, kind of interesting that you can make a table. Not only can you make a table, you can embed it in the middle of a list. Table data items can contain text, images, links, lists, other tables. Hey, this is HTML. A clever comment. So that is tables in a nutshell. Let me fix up this one line here because it's horrible. I wanted to say each TR demarked table row, maybe I should say after the first one, uses TD and slash TD to set off their data items. So each demarked table row after the first header row uses 3 TD slash TD demarked table data items. Each TR slash TR row, demarked table row, after the first header row uses 3 TD and slash TD demarked table data items. Now, in our next thing we talk about will be more on tables. You can you don't have to have the table be exactly 3 by 5 or whatever. You can actually have table rows that span a couple columns, and you can have a first row in which you place a caption for the I shouldn't say caption, but you can use up a row and put a name of the table in there, or figure number, or table number, however you want to do that. So without too much further ado, I'm going to sign off here, and the next video we're going to go on with tables, and we'll see some example tables, and we'll set up for a homework assignment with lists and tables. All right, take it easy, and we'll see you soon.